Manchester United fans, this is massive, because what we are witnessing right now at Old Trafford could genuinely shape the future of this football club for the next decade. Kobbie Mainoo is back, Michael Carrick is rebuilding Manchester United, Casemiro is preparing to leave, and for the first time in a long time, fans are starting to believe this midfield finally has a real future again. Welcome back everybody to Super Red Devils, your home for all the latest Manchester United news, transfer updates and fan opinions. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let's get straight into this because there is a lot to discuss. Now honestly, if you rewind a few months, the entire situation around Kobbie Mainoo looked completely different. There were serious questions surrounding his future at Manchester United, questions about his development, questions about his role inside the team. And under Ruben Amorim earlier this season, Mainoo simply was not getting the consistent trust and playing time many fans believed he deserved. Supporters were frustrated, many could not understand why one of the most technically gifted young midfielders produced by the academy in years was drifting in and out of the side without a clear role. At one point, there were even reports suggesting European clubs were monitoring the situation closely because of the uncertainty surrounding his future. But now, everything has changed, and the biggest reason behind that transformation appears to be Michael Carrick. Since Carrick took over in January following Amorim's departure, Manchester United have looked like a completely different football club. The energy has changed, the confidence has returned, the football has improved, and reports now suggest Carrick is the overwhelming favourite to become Manchester United's permanent manager after guiding the club back into the Champions League places. But perhaps the clearest example of Carrick's impact has been the resurgence of Kobbie Mainoo. Carrick immediately restored Mainoo to a central role in midfield and gave him the responsibility many supporters felt he always deserved. And honestly, the difference has been unbelievable. Mainoo suddenly looks sharper, more confident, more dominant physically, more intelligent tactically, and most importantly, he looks like a player enjoying his football again. You can now clearly see Carrick's fingerprints all over his development. And it actually makes perfect sense. Because Carrick himself was one of the most intelligent midfielders Manchester United have had in the modern era. He understood positioning, tempo control, composure and movement better than almost anyone. Those same qualities are now rapidly developing in Kobbie Mainoo's game. Many fans are even beginning to say Carrick sees a younger version of himself in Mainoo. And honestly, you can understand why. At just 21 years old, Mainoo already looks capable of controlling massive Premier League matches. His ability to escape pressure, carry the ball through midfield and dictate tempo is beginning to place him among the most exciting young midfielders anywhere in Europe. There is now a growing feeling among supporters that Carrick could genuinely develop Mainoo into one of Europe's elite midfielders over the next few seasons. But what makes this story even bigger is the timing. Because while Mainoo is rising, Casemiro now appears to be approaching the end of his Manchester United journey. Reports this week suggest the Brazilian midfielder is expected to leave the club this summer when his contract expires despite improving performances under Carrick during the second half of the season. And according to reports, Casemiro is expected to join Inter Miami where he could reunite with Lionel Messi and several other global stars in the MLS. Casemiro heads for Inter Miami exit as Manchester United midfield rebuild takes shape. Now despite preparing to leave Old Trafford, Casemiro has publicly backed Michael Carrick to become Manchester United's permanent manager. The Brazilian reportedly praised Carrick's leadership and the turnaround he has produced at the club since January, insisting Carrick has all the qualities needed to succeed long-term at Manchester United. And honestly, that support matters massively. Because Casemiro has worked under some of the greatest managers in football history. This is a player who has won multiple Champions League trophies and experienced elite dressing rooms throughout his career. So for him to publicly support Carrick says a lot about the respect the manager has already built inside the squad. At the same time though, Casemiro's expected departure means Manchester United are now preparing for a major midfield rebuild this summer. Reports suggest the club are already exploring possible replacements, with names like Carlos Baleba, Adam Wharton, Elliot Anderson and Sandro Tonali all linked as potential midfield targets. But interestingly, many supporters now believe the true future of Manchester United's midfield is already inside the club. Kobbie Mainoo, and the club itself appears to agree. Recent reports confirmed that Mainoo has now signed a brand new long-term contract with Manchester United running until 2031, with a significant salary increase reflecting his growing importance to the future of the project at Old Trafford. That new contract feels symbolic. Because only months ago there was uncertainty surrounding his future. Now, Manchester United are building around him. Carrick trusts him, the fans adore him, the club has committed to him long term. And with Casemiro preparing to leave, Mainoo's role inside this team is only going to become even bigger moving forward. But honestly, he looks ready for it. The maturity he is showing at just 21 years old is frightening. Whether it is controlling possession, progressing the ball through midfield, escaping pressure or dictating the rhythm of matches, Mainoo now looks like the heartbeat of Manchester United's future midfield. And if Michael Carrick continues developing him at this level, Manchester United fans may genuinely be witnessing the rise of one of Europe's next elite midfielders. This partnership between Carrick and Mainoo suddenly feels like something special. A former Manchester United midfield general rebuilding the club around one of the brightest academy midfielders the club has produced in years. And for many supporters, that finally feels like Manchester United again. But Manchester United fans, what do you think? Can Michael Carrick turn Kobbie Mainoo into one of the best midfielders in Europe? And who should replace Casemiro this summer? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Super Red Devils for all the latest Manchester United news, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.